So, what would you say is like the most common mistake, or not mistake, but obstacle to going from like just eating pure meat into plant-based diet?
I,
Or it
I
totally
think
depends on the person
the
as
most
well. But
definitely the biggest mistake is just preparation
okay,
because most people who just jump from you know from some people who just jump from eating meat and from eating meat to not eating meat, like I said, the way I did it is usually well, in my opinion, is usually just a something that you either occurs and you just like I'm done and you just switch over.
mm,
It's really rare that people actually will plan their transition. I mean, and I don't want to say that, but it's just rare. I'm not saying that there isn't anybody who would do that, but usually some people just I'm done because the mind is so strong. It will just take you
mm,
where it'll just take you there and not prepare the body for it.
right,
So for my part, I think it's just preparation. So a lot of people, what my problem was, that's why I'm just comparing it to myself, was I ran out of ideas. I ran out of ideas in the beginning. I just jumped. So I didn't have like, okay, I didn't know about quinoa burgers or things that I liked, or the different pizzas, or I didn't know those things, or how to make my own cauliflower pizzas, and then learning the seasonings, like switching the seasonings and
right, right.
things like that. So it was just being prepared, and then a lot of my friends weren't vegan at the time. A lot of my friends are vegan now, which is crazy. But
Mm,
at the time there weren't any. So when we would go to restaurants, I would feel left out because they want to go to different restaurants out here, and I would feel left out. So it was just preparation. It took me a long time to know how to prep myself because the world's not veganized, at least in America. It's not.
right,
It's a
right.
little bit
Well,
now.
especially America, right? Because there's like
Yeah,
one on every
definitely.
corner. There's gonna be
That's
McDonald's everywhere. So you kind of
definitely
yeah.
yes. So the preparation, I would say, is the most difficult and the most
Challenging, yeah.
most yeah, yeah,
Right, right. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
yeah. Because it's like you need to know you need to know or work on what things can taste like cheese. What you know what I mean? And no nutritional yeast was something that can replicate the taste of cheese.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So, or I didn't know I could make cheese from cashew milk or
Sorry,
syrup
you
from
can't
cashew.
what?
I didn't know that I could make cheese from cashews. I didn't know
Oh,
that until like the
okay. I had
second.
no idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that until the second year. So, and what's crazy is like you don't want to feel like you're missing anything, and that's the point that I'm at now. I don't miss anything
Mm.
because there's always some type of alteration that I can have in a vegan lifestyle that will replace the ice cream. I'll do frozen baby bananas
Right.
uh,
Yeah, like a
with
substitute is some. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I didn't know about that. I didn't know about those things.
Mm.
So yeah, preparation is the number one thing, and then traveling too with it. Preparation.
Right.
So
Okay. So what for someone who have no idea what a plant-based diet is? Could you just give them like a little what it is, like what kind of foods, like the so-called superfoods, or
yeah. Well, one I think superfoods is just really like a marketing idea. Like they
okay,
just use
all right,
that.
okay,
Really, it's just a plant-based diet is basically no flesh, nothing artificial, so no white sugars, no
mm.
white breads, nothing man-made, no flesh, so no fish, no meat. I mean, no meat,
Yeah,
no chicken, no beef, lamb, anything that's vegan. Um, Depending on the type of vegan, some don't even eat honey or consume honey. Some do. Some consume raw honey. I still consume raw honey,
right,
only raw, because they feed the bees sugar to make the bees produce honey faster. So that still gets into your system.
okay,
Uh, Honey has a lot of vitamins and things like that. That's crucial too. But for the most part, yeah. So that's really it. Just really just a lot of leafy vegetables,
mm.
fruits, legumes. I don't ever know if I'm saying that right, but it's Legumes.
Okay,
Where I think is legumes. That's how I pronounce it.
legumes, okay.
Yeah. Certain grains, really seeds. A lot of seeds. To me, I like seeds over grains for the most part. But yeah, so
Why is
certain
that
grains.
label?
certain fruits, certain vegetables, certain and certain legumes. What did you say? I'm sorry.
Now, what was that? Like you said, seeds over.
Seeds over grains. So like there's certain like rice. A rice is a grain.
Hmm.
But quinoa is a seed. Amaranth is.
Oh, I love that
So
one.
like
Yeah,
yeah,
I eat
we
that
can
like.
go really deep. It just depends. Like depending on how deep we go with this conversation, because a lot of people think brown rice is healthy. You know what I mean? And it could be depending on your ethnicity.
Okay.
So
Could you
and
explain that a
it,
little bit more? Why do most people think brown rice is healthy? Why is that?
a lot
Why is it not?
of people think a lot of things that are brown are healthy because they, you know what I mean? Like they think that because something is brown and not white, like wheat bread is really horrible, really horrible.
Right, right.
A lot of people just it's just the marketing. You know,
But why do people think that? Why is this like? So what's the reason? Not why
we're just
brown?
just conditioned. Like that's I thought wheat was healthy, and then I didn't even know that. You know, me being African American, I shouldn't even consume meat. I shouldn't consume dairy. Period.
Mm,
Regardless, even if I did eat flesh, being African American, I should not consume any wheat or any wheat or
mm,
any dairy. So it just depends on your ethnicity. Like, you know what I mean? Because you can have, like, you know, the Asian culture where, you know, they're a little bit smaller. So their diet is a little bit different. You know, you have the Indian culture who can have more carbohydrates and things like that.
mm.
Because, you know, so it just depends on your, it's very
Okay.
important that your blood type to know so you can properly feed your cells. That's what you want to do. You want to feed your cells.
Mm. Okay.
Cells, not cells. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
So
So
yeah. So
what is your
like
take?
conditioning.
Sorry.
It's just conditioning because you got to, especially in America, you got to think about it. We're based on so many different cultures. So for the food chart, there's only one food chart that they have. So in a nutshell, no one eats the same. Even people within the same ethnicity still don't eat the same. So how can we even have a
Like yeah.
food chart? It's one that does it. That's crazy. We have so many different races
Right.
that that are over there.
It's
You know
like a
what I mean?
one protocol. Yeah.
Yeah, to have one protocol is unrealistic.
Mm.
But we're conditioned to follow it. So wheat bread is definitely up there. Brown rice is definitely up there. So that's what we think is healthy. And if that's you know what I mean? So and it could be like I said, depending on, you know, your background.
Mm. Right. Right. Nice. Um. What's your take on supplements, especially for vegans? Because I know they might be like B12 that you really need, something like that. Or do you have any thoughts
I
on
mean,
supplements?
to me, in my opinion, you can get all the supplements uh, from food.
Right.
Now, when I was working at a supplement store, I only could work there for 4 weeks because a lot of the supplements that we take, like the vitamins and things that we take, are really synthetic. They're just
Mm.
made to make your body think that it's getting vitamin C or vitamin B12, but it's really synthetic. So it's just to make your body think that. But you can get your all your vitamins and your minerals from foods, from herbs, you know, depending on your needs or what's going on with your body. But you definitely can get everything from herbs and foods. Now, the thing about it is a lot of people aren't properly hydrating themselves in the morning. Like there's certain things that you're supposed to do when you first wake up.
Mm.
Like the first thing you should do when you first wake up is to put water into your body.
Yeah,
You know,
like
a lot
directly. Yeah.
of
Yeah.
people, this from Brother Polite, learn from him a lot. There's a couple people I learned from. But basically, Himalayan salt, warm water, cayenne pepper, ginger, lime. That's the first thing I put into my body to start my metabolism. Red salt,
Mm.
black charcoal, things like that to start my metabolism. I put water in my body first as soon as I wake up because what's going on is you're sleepy. You're sleeping 8 hours or 5 hours. Some people aren't even sleeping, but
Mm.
that's another story. But if you're sleeping 6 hours, 7 hours, there's no water, and you're at that when you're resting. That's when your body does all the healing, most of the healing. So
Right. True. True.
when you wake up, you know you're dehydrated. That's why it's called breakfast because you want to break your fast. So you want to break your fast with water, with electrolytes. So that's why I put that in my body first, because I need to get the minerals in my body so that
Hmm.
they can be absorbed first. So with that being said, a lot of people are putting sugar into their bodies first. Pancakes, coffee with loads of dairy and cream and sugar. That's the first thing that they're putting. That's what they're breaking their fast with. So I definitely like to do water first. I'll do a ton of water, especially I usually don't even eat yet. Like some days I do
Sorry,
eat.
say that again. You don't what?
I usually fast. I usually fast for a while before I even eat breakfast. I usually fast. Like it's
Okay.
very important to give your stomach a break from digesting. It's very important to give your
Hmm.
stomach a break from digesting. So for the most part, some days I fast. I definitely do a day of the month where I don't even eat anything. I'll just do a lot of water and like Himalayan salt and just key lime and things like that. And I'll just to give my stomach a break, or I'll juice some days for 3 days or a day or 2 days. You just have to give your stomach a break.
Hmm.
So with the supplement situation, going back to it, the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of us are having absorption problems. So the fact that we're not even hydrating ourselves before we even intake food, we're not getting the nutrients from the food that we eat because we're not absorbing it. It's going right
Hmm.
out of our urine because we have absorption problems. So,
Right.
and that's because of the things that you need to know what to do before you even eat. You should have water before you even, 30 minutes before you eat, so that your body can intake the nutrients uh, from the food. It's very important. So there's a lot of things that we just don't know. It's a lot of things that we just don't know. So with the supplements and things like that, I'm not sure if they work. I'm not sure because I don't know if it's hard to say because I'm like, does it work because I'm mentally telling myself it work, or does it really work?
Right. Right.
How do you 100% know? So I don't, if my clients want to take supplements, I don't stop them from doing anything that they would naturally do. I'm going to give my opinion. I'm
Yeah,
always
you
going to
give an
give
opinion,
my
and then you
opinion.
yeah.
But I don't know. I really don't. You know what I mean? I don't know if it does work, or if it's my mind, telling it. But I do know for a fact that the vitamins that we take, most of the vitamins that we take, are synthetic, and they're just meant to make which means they're meant to make your body think that it's getting that, because it's probably not. So it needs to, think that it's getting that so it can work properly. But if you can get, like you said, with the B12 and things like that, about the B12, yes, of course that's important, but all the vitamins are important. So B6, all of that, all the B vitamins are important,
Hmm.
not just one vitamin. Like, so it's like to take a B12, but then ignore the other B vitamins is that doesn't make sense either.
Hmm.
So you know what I mean. So you got people taking a vitamin C and then taking B12 and then take like you need all the vitamins and minerals that you're supposed to have. You know what I mean? Very important, especially with the minerals.
Hmm.
That's something that we don't even really talk about as far as, like I said, with the calcium and magnesium, iron, sodium.
Right. Right.
So
So basically, you're
supplements, basically.
in summary,
Yeah,
you'll say like if you can try to get it from just food, pretty much,
yeah.
and
I mean, I'm not. I'm not. Let's clear this up. I'm not gonna disclude supplements because, like I
right.
said, I'm not sure if they work or if that's just my mind telling me. But I do know that majority of them are made from they are synthetic. Like, and you can Google that and do your own research
Hmm.
for it. But most of them are. They are, because I worked at a supplement store and it was hard for me to to work there because I felt uncomfortable selling it when
Right.
I was sending people to get, natural foods.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, maybe this isn't the job for me. But yeah,
Especially
so
if you
I
don't
mean,
have
it
the
just depends.
knowledge. Like if you want to sell something, you probably much want to have like you want to know exactly what's in there. So
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Just do your research on everything and see what works best from you. Maybe
hmm.
it does work for you, you know what I mean? But if it's not, or try the food, and if it's not, then you know what I mean? So,
Right.
but
Right.
the only thing is that the thing about it is that you have to know, that's the only thing. Like when you're trying to get, enough vitamin C and or whatever, or vitamin K or whatever the case may be, um, you need to know what's in it. So to do the research, I think people just don't want to do the research on it. Like, so what I mean by that is, like, kale has, or different kales. You would have to do the research of what, what foods. But it's honestly, that's being lazy because it's so easy. You can Google it and get it an answer in a couple of minutes and get reviews and get opinions on, what vitamins mostly, I mean, what foods are high in vitamin K, what foods are low in vitamin K. You know what I mean? Things like that. And then, get experiences. People have tons of blogs, there's tons of ways that you can do your research. How much do you need? Things like that. I think people just don't want to do it. We kind of live in a get it now world.
Mm.
So that's why we take, supplements. We want to just hurry up and things like that. But I'm not knocking them. I was taking them at one point, but now I got to the point where I don't need them. I just drink a green juice mostly every morning. And that's honestly been, I feel alive more than ever. Sea moss, bladder rack, things like that, getting my minerals in there. And that a day, I feel great off of that. So, I mean, that's just my opinion, but yeah. So if you're taking supplements, I'm not knocking them. If my clients ask me and think my opinion, I'll tell them, and I'll base on their lifestyle. If I know they're not gonna do the research, if I know it's easier for them to just take you have to know what's going on for your lifestyle. You might not have access, or they might not cook enough, or really pay attention to how much, because so you have to know what's going on for your lifestyle. For me, it's different because health is number one to me. It's my profession to learn it. It's what I focus the most on. So, it just depends on what's going on in your lifestyle that, that's going to work for you. That's why supplements, I'm not going to knock them, because if you're somebody that has a super busy lifestyle, I would recommend, I wouldn't even bring up the fact that my clients can go and get food from, their vitamins from food. If they're on a meat-based diet, if they're, just focused, I wouldn't even mention that. I would just tell them to go get supplements. So
Right.
I don't put my personal opinion, unless I'm asked my personal opinion, which I'm asked right now. But all of my services are going to be provided as to what the client needs the best based on their lifestyle. So you have to go off what's the best based off your lifestyle, where you live, if you can get those fruits and vegetables, if you know what I mean. So go off your lifestyle, because supplements are made before, a long time ago. We grew our own food. We don't grow our own foods anymore. So supplements may make sense for certain people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah. So
I
that's my
actually
opinion.
found a pretty good website. Actually, it's called examine.com, and I think it's just for the United States, but I think they analyze every supplement and let you know if it's a good one or a bad one.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what they do. So if you have time to just check that one out, examine.
Can you please send that to me? Yeah, definitely.
Right. I'll send it to you later. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because you got different protein powders and things like that. They have vegan protein powders and things like that. I was on that, I was taking that. I don't anymore, but I did in the beginning, because that was just a mental thing that I thought that I needed the protein powder and things like that into my drinks. And sometimes, depending on what's going on in my lifestyle, I still might add it in. But for the most part, I just do fruits and vegetables, a whole bunch of fruits and vegetables, maybe some chia seeds or hemp seeds or things, flax seeds in my drink, with goji berries and different things, mulberries, things like that I might, add. So, but I just stopped taking protein powder, even if it was vegan or not. I stopped. Not that I don't even know why I stopped. I just kind of didn't want anything that was processed, at the time, because I had did like a 5-day juice cleanse, and I was good. I got so used to just drinking a regular juice that I was like, okay, I don't want to spend the amount of money I'm spending on protein powder anymore, number one. And number two, I was good off of just doing this, so there's no point of me to wing back on it, because I kind of was doing that for mostly the taste of just eating, getting that vanilla flavor. It gave me like an ice cream type of taste. So, and then I just got to the point where I'm like, but I'm just going to just do fruits and vegetables and a ton of flax seeds, like I said, add my proper fats in there and things like that. But then I don't want to say that I don't completely 100% take it, because if I'm traveling, I might buy it and take some packs with me, because I don't know what the circumstances are going to be if I'm, in another country, or if I'm in another state. I don't know. So that's why I'm saying it. I don't knock like, when I did your meal plan for you, and I was like,
Right.
I know you want to do the super clean, but we got to go off our lifestyle. We have to go off how our mental is.
Right. Right.
So I said at home I don't do protein powders, but out and about I might do them because that might be my source. I mean, I might not be eating. So because how I eat, they might not have it.
Right.
They might not eat the way I eat in that certain country, or I might, stay with somebody in another state, or be, I don't know the areas. I try to look it up before I go, but
Right.
so I don't. It's like I said, I don't eat brown rice at home. I don't eat oatmeal at home. But if I'm out
Maybe yeah. When you're
in
out,
another
sometimes
state
you be like,
or something, and that's the grain that I need some type of grain because I'm working out or something like that.
right.
Depending on mentally how I'm feeling, I might come mentally not, and I might not work out. I might, you know what I mean? Or I might just mentally, I'm not trying to stress or have a miserable time. So what is the easier way? And then when I get back, I will cleanse and detox my body. And
Hmm.
that's just that. I don't try to stress or anything about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so I don't eat brown rice when I'm home, but I'm not going to say I would completely not put it completely out of my diet. Depending on if I'm working out, I'm going to need some
You
type of
have to be
grain.
a little
So
bit flexible. Like yeah, you have to be.
yeah, a little bit flexible, but for the most part, I'm gonna try to keep it on my diet as much as possible.
Hmm. Right. Right. Right.